Welcome back to another HABS Daily News with the Hockey Coach Guru, Coach Frenchie for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Today, episode number 42. Wow! The Montreal Canadiens trade their captain, the number 6, Shea Weber. I'm going to give you all the details about that trade with the Vegas Golden Knights. Don't go nowhere. Yes, you know the drill. Click on the like, subscribe to the show, sharing this video, and finally below this video, leave me your comments about what happening during the episode number 42. HABS trade Shea Weber. Trade bait, SEMYIN VARLAMOV. Prospect, CONOR, GEEKIE. And finally, we're going to talk about the NHL playoff update. Let's starting with Shea Weber. Yes, the Montreal Canadiens trade with the Vegas Golden Knights, their captain, Shea Weber. In return, they got Evgeny Dadonov. Weber, 36 years old, never going to play again in the NHL. Too many injuries. He's been all 1 year, last year, out of the game, and we don't expect anything we're going to change for the case of Shea Weber. In return, Montreal Canadiens got the left winger, Dadonov, 43 points last year with 20 goals, 78 games, and plus with 5 power play goals. Dadonov brings that kind of offensive, and of course, he have a contract of $5 million. Let's dive in here, give you an idea what the website gave to us, all the information. You can find a way where the net annual cap hit for Vegas is now at $2.8 million. Of course, it's going to be a long-term injury reserve. It's not a big deal. For the Montreal, they dropped $0.8 million on the salary cap. And the good news about this, guys, Weber, he still have a 4-year contract, so Montreal is going to have a better way to manage their salary cap. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is what is the purpose behind that trade for the Montreal Canadiens? But like I mentioned, the Montreal Canadiens take out a long-term injury reserve for 4 years, the $7.8 million of Shea Weber, add a player with some offensive material for this transaction, that helping them to maybe add some power, also create more transaction in the future. So what are you talking about? I would not expect, this is just the beginning. I expect the Montreal Canadiens is going to be really aggressive with trade in the next couple of weeks to the NHL Draft 2022. Expect more trades coming. I will guarantee you Montreal is going to go up in the draft. What are you talking about? Not be surprised if Montreal make a trade to get a pick between 10 to 20 of this upcoming 2022. And you're going to tell me, Coach, he was right again. Just kidding. For the Vegas guy, they dropped $5 million on the salary cap. That's the reason they let go Dadonov. And Weber, long-term injury reserve does not change anything. Also, the Vegas guy are always tied to the salary cap, so it's not a big problem for them. And they just for them is focusing to drop $5 million on the contract of Dadonov. That gave them a little bit space to make other transactions in the future. The trade bait of this episode is SEMYIN VARLAMOV, the goaltender for the New York Islanders. We know last year he have not overall a great year because of injuries. The COVID situation hit him in the last 12 to 16 months. For me, it's all about his inconsistency. And for some reason, 1 year is amazing, the next year it disappears. Then 1 year he's great, the next year it disappears. And he have 1 more year to go with a contract of $5 million. He's going to be UFA after that. The veteran goaltender have a 2.88 with a save percentage of .91 and 2. We know the Islanders guy play a system defensive under Barry Trotz. So those numbers are not great with how the Islanders play. One is teammates Sorokin have an amazing, great year, who are targeting Varlamov. Now be surprised the Devil could be there. Unfortunately, Devil are in the same division. It could be a problem there. But the Edmonton Oilers are looking for the goaltender, could have a name looking for Varlamov. And of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs, they are looking to figure out their situation. At $5 million, this may be the max they can go. Of course, they could offer the same thing with Campbell. It could happening. So VARLAMOV is on a trade bait. The New York Islanders also need some money for the upcoming season because the salary cap is really high. Islanders is going to be active, I believe, during the off summer. Now, the prospect guy is CONOR KIMBERLY. I give you a lot of information here to pick it up because I used friend website and I want to give you most information. So I'm not going to go through all the process here, but take a time, pause the video, read about them. I want you to know more about the NHL draft. That's my purpose of this section on this video, guys. A projection for the elite prospect is 17. The Bro draft, it's 14. And the Atlantic website is 16. And I decided why not to go in the middle of everybody, go 15. Expect KIMBERLY to be out between 12 to 20. This is what my projection for CONOR KIMBERLY. Big guy, 6'4", an amazing, great talent. He have a 70 point last season and 63 game. His skating guys is so-so, 69. Shooting, not bad, 74. His hand, not bad, 72. IQ guy is great. Great vision is 80. Physical, great. I would love to involve more his physicalities during the game, more consistency. Defensive, it's so-so at 71. Now, this coming from elite prospect, you can ranking is 17. Skating is the lowest ranking at 4, but you can see other categories where the elite prospect mentioned him, and you can see also what he think about the scout about CONOR KIMBERLY. Guys, this is a great information you can learn from the Hockey National Show we provide to you every single day for different players. 6'4", 205 pounds, shoot on the left, 24 goal and 63 game, play for the Winnipeg Ice on the Western Hockey League. We know the Winnipeg has also the talented center, Matthew Savoie. So sometimes KIMBERLY got penalized because of Savoie, but still, he's a great player. Physicality is there. The size is there. He's a playmaker, but what you need to improve, guy, is the defensive zone coverage, is skating. He needs acceleration with the puck, without the puck. Finally, shooting is good, but I will mention to you, he needs to be sure consistency have to be there every single game. That's sometimes he have a good game and then a bad game. This is another one's coming from elite prospect. This graphic give you the success of him in NHL 59, French 35. So the boss is not much, guys, 6%. So that give you an idea. I believe he can be at that level. His ranking of the first line, second line, third line. Whether you compare him with players play in NHL, he's pretty most great player around him. So he could be really have an amazing, great career if he can develop his skating for sure. And that would give him a chance to perform at maybe second or third line in NHL. This is coming for now for Atlantic website. This is a lot of information there. If I read everything, guys, it's going to take a time. They expect him to reach 6'5" at some point, at 220 pounds. Could be an amazing, great power forward for sure in NHL. I want to invite you guys this Saturday and tomorrow, we have a special guest from Draft Pro, Jared Brown, talk about all the prospect in NHL and for the upcoming NHL Draft 2022. So join us, special edition, morning skate show, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, June 18. Then finally, we have for you guys the update for the Stanley Cup. No game today. It's going to be Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to be live for you guys. And the Colorado take the lead at 1-0 so far. This complete, guys, the episode number 42. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the likes and subscribe. Leave me a comment below this video. I will definitely back to you. And finally, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody.